Welcome to the recap of the 16th day trading this Apex Trader funded account, where I'm trading with Apex's money and keeping most of the profits and none of the losses. Stay tuned for the end of the video where I'll be showing the current account summary. I figured it made more sense to show where the account is after the day's trades. Price had a nice rally early in the morning. The past few days have just been so bullish that it was possible that this momentum wasn't done yet, so I patiently looked for long entries. I finally get one when price drops back down to VWAP and has a convincing bounce off of it. Stochastic RSI was now oversold as well, so I go long at 41.05. After I get filled, sellers regain control though, and I get stopped out for a loss. Not too upset about this, the setup looked good, and it just seemed like my long entry was a bit premature. So it turns out I get bottom ticked on that last trade, where price touched my stop before reversing, so I felt myself starting to get a little tilted. I also noticed that bullish divergence in AD was now starting to form. AD was increasing while price was dropping. I saw that the volume point of control, VWAP, and the value area low could potentially act as support as well. With all my indicators in sync, I go long again at 41.04 and also submit another buy to average down at 41.02. Price does rally a bit and gets close to hitting my profit target. I noticed that the 21 EMA could act as potential resistance and consider scalping out early, but I decided not to after seeing the AD bullish divergence increase. Unfortunately, price does end up getting rejected pretty hard off the 21 EMA and flushes downwards to stop me out for my second loss in a row. So not gonna lie, this put me on tilt. I knew I was supposed to stop trading after 2 losses in a row as per my risk management process, but when I saw price bounce off the lower VWAP band and head towards the 21 EMA, VWAP, and VPOC, I couldn't help myself. I went short at 41.02, expecting price to get rejected from these major levels, especially since I've been getting burned going long all day. Of course, when you're trading on tilt, you're just not thinking clearly, and after getting filled, I quickly realized that these strong green bars looked strong enough to break through resistance. I also was aware of the bullish AD divergence and oversold stochastic RSI, which I had ignored before my entry because I was on tilt. So I quickly closed my short for a small loss and looked for a long entry at these levels. I get my chance shortly after, as price shoots through these key levels and retraces back. All the previously mentioned bullish indicators still existed, so I go long at 41.06. Finally, things go my way and price continues to pump. At first I considered raising my profit level given how bullish things looked, but I ended up deciding against it as I was just trying to make back my losses at this point and didn't want to take on any additional risk, so I settled for a $225 scalp. I took a few more small trades that made back some more of the day's losses, but these were more or less just tilt trading. Basically, I just kept trying to go long at the 21 EMA retracements during the afternoon steady run-up and taking small profits here and there, but these really aren't worth showing. Honestly, I should have just patiently held one long position through the run-up as my indicators were showing bullish momentum all day. But when you have a loss minimizing mindset, it's just so hard to be patient, which is even more reason for me not to trade if I'm not in a neutral headspace. So while I was able to make back some losses, I'm actually pretty disappointed with myself as most of these were not rational technical trades and could have easily made the day go from bad to worse. I knew I was tilted after losing the second trade and intentionally ignored my own risk management process of stopping trading, which was put in place to prevent tilt trading. So I basically just can't trust myself. Thanks to a fellow YouTuber, Light Switch Trading, I learned that Rhythmic Trader, Apex's trading application, allows users to set their own auto liquidations, and I have now set it so that as soon as I hit a daily trailing loss of $550, it will automatically close my positions and I will no longer be able to trade for that day. This is a great way to force myself to stop trading after 2 straight losses. So after this trading day, the account is now at $51,347, about $1,700 from the trailing loss threshold. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed.